Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel Swami Vijay, and this is Swami Vijay speaking to all. In this video, I am going to show you how to set controls in your online meeting or online classes when you are conducting in G Suite and in Google Meet. You must be knowing that there are so many people who are trying to hack your online classes, and somebody might have already hacked your online class, scammed your online class, and they must have presented something vulgar from their site, and you can't stop them presenting the screen from their side. And some people might have sent chat messages, some links in your chat messages, and that link might have led to your meeting people or who are attending your online meeting to get into some kind of vulgar messages. So in this video I am going to explain and I am going to show you the host settings in G Suite account as well as in Google Meet account. So let us begin the video now. Here you can see I have logged into my G Suite account, and there will be so many classes. So for each and every class you have to do these settings to avoid hackers to hack your online class when you are conducting online class or online meeting using G Suite account or Google Meet account. So first let me log into my class. So this is an example. So when you are logging into an official G Suite account, so you will have complete control over your online classes or online meeting. So here you can see me on your screen. So let me first join. So as a host or as a class teacher or a subject teacher, or if you are conducting the meeting, you are called as host. So you have to log into the meeting first, even though in G Suite account. So let me just log in here. So once you log in, you have different options to control students or anybody to hack your classroom. The first setting is here you can see add others. See, automatically the students who are in your G Suite account or your educational account, automatically they can log into your classroom without asking your any permission. But here you can add people. Here you can see this is your meeting code or nickname. Can only be used within Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan Bangalore region. That means only students who are inside the Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan Bangalore region, or particularly your school or any school, only those students can join. But sometimes some students, they will log into your classroom using their personal Gmail account or ID, and when you are conducting online class, you must be busy with the classroom transaction. So that time you may not think too much or know about who is trying to join into your classroom. So you don't pay attention to that because you are busy with the classroom transaction or teaching. So that time somebody can enter into your classroom and can create problems. So for that, what we are going to do in the first step is don't share this link with any student in your classroom. Those who are already in G Suite, they will log into your classroom without any doubt. Now those students who try to log into your classroom, they will try to send you a request and you have to admit. To avoid this confusion, what you can do is you can add people into your online meeting or class. So to add people, select this add people, though they are in your G Suite account, but still you can add. Now what you have to do is you must have the Excel file or Excel sheet of all the students email IDs or G Suite account IDs in your Excel sheet. So you have to copy. See, I am copying all the G Suite user IDs of students of one particular section, and then come back to your G Suite account and paste all their email IDs or G Suite account user IDs. So all these students will be added into your online meeting. Now the question is, those students who don't have G Suite account user ID, you ask them, whoever is having trouble to log into your online class using G Suite user ID, tell them to give you their personal email ID to you, and you can add their personal email ID in this account or here. Then what will happen? Only those students whom you have added, they can log into the online class without asking permission from your side. So there is no question of admitting any strangers when you are conducting online meeting. If anybody sent a message, a request to allow them to allow them to attend your online meeting, you need not to bother about those things, because if there are 50 students in your classroom, you have added those 50 students in this page, and only those 50 students will join the class without asking any permission. So once you send this mail, sending email as you as a host, so Swami YVK PGT is inviting you to join a video meeting happening now. So once you send this email, only those students will join in your classroom. No other students will join, and they don't ask permission, so automatically they will enter your classroom and you don't get any kind of messages. So in case if you get any message to allow you to admit, then don't admit. So the simple thing is, you need not to admit anybody while you are conducting online classes, because all the 50 students, they will log into your classroom without asking any permission. So this is the first step. Now if in case you have not done this first step and you have left the students to join your online meeting, then you have some host settings here. You can see towards the left side of your screen, you have some host settings. So select the host settings or host controls. Now here, meeting safety. That means if you have not invited students and you think that all the students from your G Suite account automatically enter into your classroom, that's fine, okay. But you can do some settings even to control the students of your organization or from your class also not to misbehave when you are conducting online meeting. So here you can see meeting safety. Use these host settings to keep control of your meeting. Quick access is there. When turned off, everyone who isn't invited must ask to join, including people in your organization. That means if you have sent invitation, they will join, and if you have not sent invitation, the students who are in your organization, they will automatically join into your classroom. But who isn't invited must ask to join, including people in your organization. So either you can follow the first step or you can just turn off this setting. So when you turned off, everyone who isn't invited must ask to join, including people in your organization. So it depends upon you whether you can go with the first setting or the second setting. Now let me just show you all the settings. So for that, let me click view all host settings. So once you click view all host settings, only hosts have access to these controls. Quick access when turned off. So when you turn off this, you have to join first. Nobody else can join your meeting without you start the meeting. So you have to start the meeting. That means full control you have. Only people invited by the host can join without asking. That means if you have sent invitation link, they can join. Rest others cannot join your online classes. They cannot disturb you. Okay. People can't join anonymously. That means those students who like to join using their personal email ID, they cannot join anonymously. Only host can dial out of the meeting. So you are the only one, you can come out of the meeting or you can remove the participants. So this is the second setting. If you have not sent the invitation, then you can go with this quick access setting. Next one is share their screen. Now this is one thing, like somebody can start sharing their screen and you can't stop them because you are in the middle of the online classes and you may not be even knowing that they started sharing unless your students tell you that somebody started sharing. So for that, you can turn off this. When turned off, only host can share their screen. That means when you turn it off, nobody else can share their screen from their side because you have the complete control. So set this one, turn off this setting so that nobody else can present their screen when you are teaching or when you are presenting the screen from your side as a host or as teacher. Next one is most important. If you allow the students to send messages, they can send any kind of messages in the chat and that may cause a lot of disturbances. They may give some external links which will take the students outside the Google Meet and will land into some kind of sexual abusive content or pornographic content site. So you can turn off this also. When turned off, only hosts can send chat messages. That means when you turn off this chat messages setting, nobody else can send any kind of message in your chat. Okay, so these are the settings you can do or you can use to control your online class or online meeting when you are conducting online meet. So these things can be set before you start the online class. So there are 2-3 steps are there. First, invite the students. Only those students whom you have invited can join your classroom. Even the students who are using personal email ID also, you can send them invitation, they only can join. So no others can join your classroom, and if anybody sent a request, you need not to allow them or admit them into your classroom. Now after completion of all these steps, by chance if anybody logged into your classroom and if they started speaking something nonsense, then what you have to do, just select their user ID like this and you will get one option to remove those people. So there are no students in my classroom, that's why I cannot show you. But if anybody logged in, then you can remove the student or remove the person who entered into your classroom and creating disturbance or causing nuisance in your classroom with one single click. So next time when that student tries to enter into your classroom, you need not to admit. So these are the different settings you can use to control students to hack your classroom or to create any kind of disturbance in the classroom. So this is particularly about G Suite account. Using a G Suite account, you have more controls, but only one thing is, hackers, they use so many different names to enter into your classroom. Like in the name of principal, they may enter; in the name of vice principal, or in the name of administrator, they may try to enter into your classroom. So only thing is, you save all the user IDs of the students and your administrators in one Excel sheet, and just copy that Excel sheet user IDs from the Excel sheet into the first page when you logged in, and send invitation, so that only those people can join into your online meeting, and whoever tries to join in between, don't allow them. Simple. So this will solve 90% of your headaches when you are problems when you are conducting online meetings. So this is particularly for the G Suite account users. Now those who don't use G Suite account and those you are just using Google Meet, let me show you how to control the host setting. There are less host setting controls, but still you can control people not to enter into your meeting or class to to create any kind of trouble. So let me turn off this and let me log into my Gmail account, and let me show you our Google Meet account, and let me show you how to set the controls. So this is the one which you are using if you are conducting a meeting in Google Meet. So you can select new meeting here and create a meeting for later, or start an instant meeting, or schedule in Google Calendar. The best way is schedule in Google Calendar and invite only those people whom you like to invite into your online meeting or online class. Otherwise, if you want to start an instant meeting, click start an instant meeting. So here also you can see you have a few controls in Google Meet if you are not using G Suite account or Google Workplace account. So let first you log in or join into your meeting. And here also see copy joining info. Don't share this info link with anybody or in kind of WhatsApp groups or other groups, because anybody can access your class link. People you add here can join without asking permission. Others who use this joining info must get your permission before they can join. So same thing you can follow if you are not using G Suite account also. Copy the user IDs of all the students or the people whom you want to invite into your online meeting or online class. Copy there and then send email. So only those students or only those people whom you have added or sent invitation, they can only join into your classroom. So you can be free when you are conducting online meeting or online class, because you have sent invitation to all the students or all the people whom do you want to add or attend your online meeting. So they will directly join your classroom without any problem. And whoever tries to join with a different user ID or with a different name, you need not to admit them, because they are from different organization, or they want to hack your classroom, or they want to create trouble. So only thing is, keep the host settings properly and control your classroom not to get hacked by the hackers or scammers, and not to get disturbed when you are teaching online classes, and not to allow the students to go to the external sites, and you can control your class in a befitting way. So this is about how to set controls and how to avoid hackers and scammers to hack your classroom and to create disturbance while you're conducting online classes or online meeting. So thanks for watching this video, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel so that you can receive latest updates information the moment I upload videos on YouTube. And always remember, stay home, stay safe and stay strong. Take care. Thanks for watching this video. If you have come to the end of this video, I believe that you are interested to watch a few more videos related to the topic. So now you can check this out video or watch this one. Click this video, it will take you into another video.